Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Mad Money Shot, sniffing at the Madden cheese as always. Got a play for you today out of the Pistol Bunch TE. A couple of plays. I do a scheme as I always do. But ultimately, the first play I'm going to show you, to me, without a doubt, might be the best play in the game right now. It's pretty much one of the most explosive plays in the game. I'll have a link in the description for gameplay because I know there's always somebody that wants to say, oh, show it in gameplay. I use this play so often, it's probably in just about every gameplay I put out. So I'll put a link in the description of me using exclusively this video in gameplay so people can see that. I don't have to see that comment in this video. But the play that I'm talking about is the verticals play. Now, I put this play out and I put out an entire scheme right after the patch, right after the latest patch. And when I put it out, I pretty much build it as a explosive cover 3 play. I didn't realize that with very little effort, this play can pretty much one play just about every defense in the game. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in this video. But ultimately, this play, I seriously undersold it. At the time that I found it, I guess I just didn't use it quite enough. But since I use the Saints playbook, I used it more and more, and I realized how many things this play can actually do. And it all happens with just one simple adjustment. So I'm going to show you that. As far as talking about ebooks, though, as far as that goes, I'm going to be updating pretty much all the ebooks very shortly. So if you guys bought an ebook, hopefully next week I'll have them all updated so you can hit me up for those. If you purchased an ebook at any point in time, just as long as you can, verify that I can verify that you purchased it, I will give you a updated ebook throughout the year. So keep that in mind if you purchased that book. Like I said, hopefully sometime next week I'll have that. Other than that, like I said, we're going to pick the verticals play. When I originally made this, like I said, I built it towards cover 3. I'm going to start off just going random play. Before I start the video, though, I just want to thank my new sponsors at MMOXP.com. If you guys are looking to buy some coins for your MUT team, you can do that there, and you can support me by supporting them and buying your coins through them. And make sure to use discount code MONEYSHOT so they know that you came from my site, from my channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. So when I originally put out this video, I put out probably more adjustments than you need. What I did in the original video was I would put McCoy here on a streak. I would motion him over. What that would do against cover 3 a lot of the times is it would shift the safeties. It doesn't do that here because it's not a cover 3. So you can still do that if you want to, and that will still help against cover 3s. It will also help to give away the defense. I know based off of the motion that it's not a cover 3, but ultimately I realized when I was running this online that motion kind of gave away the play because so many people were using this based off of the video that I put out. So I realized that it's better just to leave him in the backfield with the threat of the run, because this is a very popular run play. A lot of people know the halfback zone. A lot of people know, there's a lot of run plays out of this formation that people will expect. So leaving him in the backfield is definitely going to help to cut down on using to the Y route. But ultimately, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that to affect cover 3. I would say running the play just like this is the way to go. Now, like I said, I don't really know what the coverage is. It's either cover 2 or cover 4 match. In both scenarios, the X route is going to be the play. That's how this play works. The Y route is pretty much just against cover 3. The X route is against man coverages, cover 2 and cover 4 match. And then the B route is the check down, because the way he comes across the field, he typically gets open against just about everything if you make the right throw. This entire formation is based off of how you pass lead and how the timing of the throws. That's all very important to get these receivers open. Ultimately, you also have a pretty good check down with McCoy. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here, like I said, that B route, he's going to be my check down. If I bullet, pass lead away. I mean, he threw that down the field a little bit further than I wanted. Let's go to the replay so I can show you what I'm talking about, so I can slow this down just a little bit. Ultimately, when it comes to my check down route, because like I said, a lot of people will say, well, this is the route that will get usered. Not really, because if you hit a home run against any of these other coverages that I'm talking about with these two routes, you're going to see the users are going to start paying attention over there. So that's going to leave this receiver wide open. So basically, like I said, he comes across the field. You can see, there's nothing but space here. But even if this safety was playing down closer, all I have to do is if he gets parallel right here with the safety, if I bullet and pass lead away, like I said, right now he's got nothing but space. But you'll see it at times the safety will be playing a little bit closer, or there'll be a closer zone. If I bullet and pass lead to the sidelines, a lot of time I'll outrun that. And hopefully I'll get to show that throughout the course of this video. But like I said, that's a really good check down. The running back's a really good check down. Let's go and let's watch what happened to him. Like I said, you can see all these routes pull back. I mean, this is just like stealing candy from a baby right here, man. I'm going to catch that in the flat, get an easy 10 yards. So you don't have to risk the ball necessarily throwing it across, but you have two outstanding checkdowns that are going to get wide open in space. And then, like I said, the rest of these routes are pretty much home run routes. The only route that doesn't do anything is the tight end. You can either block him or you can streak him if it's a cover 3, like I said. Or you can streak him to get the, like I said, if he pulls the coverage down, to me, that's an important route to keep. Like I said, he's getting double covered for some reason, while this guy's just running in a field of flowers. But to me, that's pretty much, how I want to run this play. I'm just going to run this a few more times. I love how you can throw this play out there so quick. There's no real time for your opponent to set up any nanos or anything like that. You can see right there we had the cover 3. But your opponent doesn't have time to come out and set up any crazy defenses for it. You just come up to the play, you put your dude on a streak, and you're ready to go. That's all that really matters. And then, like I said, you got some really good checkdowns. I mean, the Y route here is going to be one of the easiest ones every time. The B route is going to be bigger, but it's going to be a little bit more. You might run to that being contested a little bit more often. Here, this looks like it's probably a man coverage if I had to guess. And then, like I said, the man coverage beater is definitely going to be the X route. Any speed advantage that you can get, this outside receiver is going to beat it. He's also going to beat cover 2 because a lot of times this cornerback will stay down. So here it looks like we're shifting into that cover 3 once again. Like I said, I don't have to do anything special. I don't have to do the streak with the A route. But you can see, I mean, as long as I bullet, pass lead away at the right time, I have a good enough receiver. I don't have to make any adjustments. So the easiest way to run this play in game is I'm going to be staring at the Y route from the very start. He's going to be what basically gives away the defense. He's going to be my gauge for the entire defense. I'm going to try to make my pre-snap read right here. It looks like it's probably either a cover 2 or it almost could look like a cover 6 or cover 9. It's really hard to tell because the cornerbacks are kind of off-centered. But I'm going to be watching the Y route to start. If that safety sits on him, I know it's a cover 3. If they run with him, I know it's a man coverage. It pretty much gives away the play. And then from there, I go to my X route next, which, like I said, that beats most defenses. And then I'll go to my B route, which also beats most defenses, or my running back. You know what I mean? That's pretty much how that works. So here we go. Looks like we have, I don't know exactly what play that was. He actually made a poor play on the ball. But, I mean, I could easily possession caught that and would have had the same result because you can see there's spacing there. So let's go ahead and let's do this again. Like I said, just waiting that B route once again. I'm just going to go, like I said, I'm bullet and passing away because I don't want to get past him like I did on the previous play. I want to get in front of him. So that's really what makes this play successful as far as a check down. So here, like I said, he sits, that safety just stops, and that's what makes that such an explosive cover 3 play. Because like I said, that's what I'm staring at. So I went ahead and I picked the cover 2 because I haven't been seeing a ton of cover 2 looks. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to use this as an opportunity to show how it beats the cover 2 outside. Now, once again, bullet and pass leading is key. So, like I said, just to show a little consistency. And like I said, I've got plenty of gameplay. I'll try to have links in the description for people that want to be naysayers as far as how this play works because this is my go-to play. Mahomes has really been floating this ball because he's got such a powerful arm. But I really want this ball thrown more to the sideline, and the pressure's kind of getting through too. So I mean, if you're making this throw across the field, you ultimately want to do it as close to the sideline as possible because I mean you can see, I mean you can even get going in the cover 2 scenario, but the longer you can hold that, the better when it comes to that particular check down. So moving on to the next play. Like I said, once again, I put this play out before as well, the fake screen, but I really didn't realize how good of a man beater concept it is, pretty much how it is. So this one here takes a little bit more of a read, but I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to pick an all-out man blitz because when people run this online, you're going to see how this play works. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick, I mean, I didn't pick the right playbook to pick one of the more popular ones, but let's just go ahead and let's find something that, I guess we can run mid blitz if they have it. So we'll run mid blitz. Like I said, when I originally put out this play, the way that I did it was I isolated the Y route, which I still really like to do. But I really found that when people like to send those all-out blitzes, they don't use the B route well because it's such a unique route. It's not a route that you see very often. So what I was doing when I run into these noobs that like to send the house is I would just basically have the exact same concept, just streak the X route instead. Because that comeback route there, this kind of, like I said, when they see the Y route, I'll go and run it one time, but when they see the Y route, which is a really good man beater route, they just don't cover it. I mean, you can see right there, even the computer doesn't cover it, and they get lost by a very large margin. Once again, I also put this out in gameplay, so you can check that out. But let's go to the replay just to show what I'm talking about, because people they just don't cover this route well at all. When they noob all out man blitz this, they're gonna see this, and they're gonna think it's like a wheel route, or they're gonna think it's like a zig route. They'll try to use this area. They'll see this guy going deep. They'll either cover that, or because this outside route is such a good man beater, people always watch for wheel routes. I know when I run man blitz, I watch for the wheel routes because that's typically what beats it. You can see that does beat it. You know what I mean? I could easily went there as well, but because they're typically going to be watching for that and using that, they typically leave this route alone, and then this is coming across over the middle and just torching them. So like I said, when I originally put this play out, I took away that route. After a while of running against people that like to run these all-out man blitzes using this play, I realized that I was taking away one of the best routes in the play. So I'll go and I'll show this a few more times because I want to show off this Y route too. This Y route, once again, really good cover 2 beater and a really good man beater there. I mean, the pressure is going to, that can really give you problems. That's about the only thing, is the pressure can make you throw it quicker than you want to. But you can also, like I said, the B route is also a really good, I mean, that's a quick route. I don't have to, I can get rid of that probably quicker than the wheel route. And I also, if I really want to, because like I said, I use this concept against those man blitzing type players, I can also just put this guy on a slant, because a lot of times he'll clear a lot quicker. So I don't have to streak, and that'll also help with zero blitzes, because you can see he crosses the field really quickly, and a lot of times he'll take the user across as well, and then you can hit him with that stop and go, that comeback route. So when you're running into those house blitz players, you can run this play. The Y route's going to be there immediately. The X route's going to be there immediately. They can't cover. I mean, they're spaced out perfectly. They can't cover all three. And at this point, the Y route actually takes the longest to get open, but it's still one of the most explosive. So if I can get that Y route once he turns upfield, you're going to see. I mean, everybody knows, wheel routes. If you run any man coverage, man zeros or whatnot, you're going to run into those plays. And you're going to know it beats you. So that's it. That's the vid. Like I said, I definitely wanted to update these 2 plays because they're 2 of the best plays in the game. And the way that I've been running it, I feel like I've been running it pretty much to myself. So I wanted to share that with you guys. But if you want to see more of the Saints, do me a favor, the like button. I'll do that next. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.